battling war. I'm dropping blows like hammers, I'm superpowered like Thor. I'm surgical like Virgil, every opponent I rip is just another stepping stone to my championship. Let's go.
And he says, well, because a lot of people ask him like, how do I become a good artist? And he just or an author, and he says, just pick up a pen and just start writing. There, you're now an author. And then
well, no wonder he's friends with the Los Lindas team. And
then I go, well, like that's not always the case. And he's like, what do you mean? And I say, well, look at Les Lindas. And he goes, well, it's not a bad comic. And I go, I'm gonna stop you there. And I've never talked with this guy. And you talk with me. You know, I'm like the calmest, friendliest guy ever. And I'm like, let me stop you there. This comic is terrible. You cannot convince me otherwise. I've made almost nine videos, like 5 hours worth of content explaining how terrible this is. You cannot convince me this is not terrible.
It's not a bad comic. I mean, the characters are reprehensible. There's no real story. Everything's just kind of made up as it goes along, and any story that is there is just completely nonsensical bullshit. But it's pretty good when you get past all that. I mean, if you just look past the fact that everybody's a piece of shit, you know.
Luckily, he agreed. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not that good.
Maybe I just like to check.
No, he's gay as a daisy.
And what the fuck's he doing reading Las Lindas?
I don't think he like.
What the fuck is the point of reading Las Lindas if you're gay?
I don't know, Minos.
Minos' man boobs?
That are bigger than Mora's.
Big Chalo had to show that much favoritism to himself. He had to give himself bigger boobs than the other girl.
Like, it just makes me worried because this guy is, like I said, a really prominent figure in the furry community, and for him to just to say that Les Lindas is a good comic, I'm like, oh shit. I half expect it's because he's a nice guy, and you don't wanna cause any drama or anything, like don't start any trouble, and so it's much easier to be nice to everyone. But at the same time, it kind of like it puts your like your thoughts into question.
I was just trying to get something more. It's like, why does it seem like he's got two moves with the same input? Like, oh, one's like a reverse D4.
If you're gay, you read Les Lindas to fend off straight thoughts.
Yep, that's why I'm gay. Hate this shit.
Round 4.
What? How the fuck did I dodge that?
Oh fuck.
That has some really big hitbox.
Beautiful victory!
But I like it. And all likability of the character depends on how much fan service they give off, but yeah, it's not that bad.
And the designs are so fucking boring.
Here's a black cat. Here's a...
Yeah, that's why I fucking... That's another thing I love about furry comics. And my girlfriend has the same thought. Like, the animal kingdom has so many fucking things you can use for character designs.
No.
I don't generally do anthropomorphic characters. Once I started doing class correction, one of the things I noticed, and something that I started like really liking doing, is just going like through like species of animals and like, oh, how can I turn that into a character?
Like my favorite character from Dreamkeepers is Stiletto, which is a secretary bird. And like, I didn't even know a secretary bird was a thing. Well, because I'm an idiot when it comes to animals. But yeah, like they went above and beyond with the animal kingdom. It's not just cats. It's not just dogs. It's not just a cow. It's not just, hey, I want to stick my dick in this. Is it physically possible? It's this animal would fit this role pretty good.
My design is tits. Best design, eat shit. Like, but it just, and like you said this in one of your reviews, like, how about some other fucking animals? Like, I was going through, see, in Class Scratch I made one of the peoples, because like basically the different animal species or races. So maybe one of the races, frogs and toads. And I was going through all these frogs I could use, and then one of them, a character was just born from me finding the animal. Because like, this is the coolest thing, and then I just got ideas from the very nature of the animal. It was a golden poison dart frog, which is one of the, it's like the most poisonous animal on Earth. Like, the poison that it secretes is incredibly potent, and it just kind of secretes this shit a bunch. And it's creepy looking, like it's bright yellow, except for like it has pure black eyes. And it's got like black around its lips and like toes and shit. And I was like, that needs to be a fucking character. That's the coolest shit. You could do so much shit with that. And it's so creepy. You can make a creepy fucking character with that. And it's the most poisonous fucking animal. Right there. And then just fucking thought of something. What the fucking like animal? Like, why don't furries? Your whole thing is fucking animal people. How are you not doing this? How is this not like your daily thing? Like, I need a character. Alright, time to bust out the encyclopedia.
What the fuck is a grasshopper mouse?
Oh, that was hot.
I think it's that little teeny tiny cute mouse. That little teeny tiny thing. Oh, is it one that no, that's not the one that shrieks. Yeah, there's one that's like It makes the noise of a horror movie victim getting chased by the villain.
I think you misspoke. I think what you meant to say was, it makes the sound that Riser made when he saw Laura for the first time.
It makes the sound that Japanese women make during sex, apparently.
Ah, yeah. And now the jokes have come full circle.
Good job.
It's a honey badger, but 20 times more badass. Honey badgers are fucking bullshit. The coolest, like, I would love to see a furry comic where you have an animal that's based on a mantis shrimp.
I'm planning it. I'm still kind of working on one.
A mantis shrimp is the coolest fucking animal in the entire fucking animal kingdom.
Like, I do have, I'm sort of slowly introducing extra races. Like, I don't want to just like, okay, now let me sit and explain to you there's people. But like, kind of just bring in like, hey, they're different than what I've seen. I'll learn more about them later. And it's a shark character because I'm basically doing an aquatic people. And he's kind of an homage to the street sharks.
Yeah, street sharks.
You'll see him when you review it. He's straight up, like, basically his design is if Don Bluth designed the street sharks. And also he's a music writer.
Please say there's biker mice from Mars. Biker mice from Mars.
I'm working on a biker mice from Mars.
Yeah!
It'll be a while before I get to them, but they're in the works. They're in the planning stage.
I fucking love biker mice from Mars, but looking at it now, it's like, this is the fucking dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
Like, the main villain was a fish guy, and his entire thing was that he smelled like fish. And like, in every episode, they were like, dude, you smell like shit.
And they made a revival of it for like a season for some reason.
And
people were claiming that, like, man, like, forget like bringing back Darkwing Duck or like finishing the story of Gargoyles, and you know what I need? Fucking biker mice from Mars.
That was hot.
also, damn it, Cody, when are we gonna get a smooth criminal cat character?
Episode 5. Next episode. He was a character I previewed. Guy named Valentine. He's based on Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal thing. He's in episode 5. So he's the next story arc.
But you've been hit by though.
Or struck by, if you will.
A smooth individual of the criminal sort. I can't believe that keeps hitting.
It's a great way to check jump ins.
You've been hit by. Are you okay, man?
That was like a bird pickup.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal.
I was actually kind of one of the things I was planning on is when he debuts, like to actually go over the original Smooth Criminal bit from Moonwalker and put in a bunch of shout-outs to it. So I was like watching that, just kind of studying like the poses and shit. Like, how am I gonna make that? Like anybody that knows, like, hey, he did that thing. I wasn't fucking lying when I said I just loaded this shit with music reference.
In Yakuza, there's a mission where you have to protect Michael Jackson as you moonwalk through the red light district of Tokyo.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
And you're protecting him from zombies. Because the movie is directed by Steven Spielberg and he wants real zombies.
I'm playing this game. I heard it was crazy. That sounds fantastic.
Like, didn't you see my tweet where I was like, oh, Final Fantasy is fishing, that's cute. And then Sicario just fishing up a fucking shark in the middle of fucking Tokyo. Like it's a fucking fountain spring or some shit.
Wonderful.
There's an entire side quest where you meet a Chinese prostitute, and she's like, oh, she speaks really broken Japanese, and it comes across as really broken English, and she's like, oh, I can't work cause a guy make me do sex work, sex job. He take my visa. And then he take my passport, and if I get caught, I will get kicked out. So I need pizza. And so Kiryu thinks that she wants a pizza, and everything, and everything she says, it's like it's so ambiguous. Like it can be a pizza, but sometimes it's so like it's not a pizza, obviously. But Kiryu is so stupid that he just like, oh, she must really want this pizza. Like she goes, oh, my pizza, I need a new one, otherwise it would expire. And he's like, oh, so that must mean that she wants it hot. And so you have to, and you promise to help her, and so you go out to get her. Real
quick, Daimon, that one move where he slams the ground is like the check to verse. Like he's actually really good to use against verse. I actually don't know how you do it, but I know you did the feint version. So if you just hit the light punch, yeah, like light punch to that.
Alright.
Yeah, it's really good to check verse, like keep verse from just doing this to you. Pretty much.
But then you have to go get a pizza, and you do so by going to a burger joint and be like, hey, I want a pizza because you guys do Western shit. And she's like, we don't do pizzas though. And you're like, well, can you order one for me? And so you get a guy to come and give you a pizza. And then there is an event where you have to travel across Kamurocho, the red light district of Japan. And you're on a timer because the pizza cannot expire, remember? And if you bump into anyone, you drop the pizza. Then once you go to the prostitute to give her the pizza, she is of course, what the fuck? I didn't want a fucking pizza. and Kiryu's like, what? You said a pizza, and she's like, a visa, and it's like, oh. And then the guy who stole her passport shows up. And it's like, oh, what are you doing talking to my girl? Fuck off. And you then beat his ass to get him to hand her the passport again. But then it shows up that he was actually hiding the passport from her because he was in love with her and wanted to marry her and didn't want her to leave. And you could do that with a passport. So you decide to, after, you beat the shit out of him. Like his teeth is on the other end of that alley. And so you decide to settle everything but over a nice slice of pizza, and actually like you're enjoying that, and the camera zooms out. You see in the background the guy who came with the pizza is like standing in the shadows, nodding to himself like, yeah, I did a good job.
That's fucking fantastic.
That's one side quest.
I love everything about what you have just told me. That's fantastic. I'm going to play that series at some point. This is a bunch of games I gotta play. And then, like, not a lot of time to play it, because I gotta do comics.
As silly and dumb as Yakuza is, it is one of the games I would suggest if anyone has any interest in how to do a story, because it does so really fantastic despite how dumb it is. And it's exactly because it is so dumb, because it's a whole different layer of the whole juxtaposition thing, because when you do something super silly, it makes you think about the more serious stuff in a more like in a different light, because you now I have something this much in this direction. What does that like? And then you start thinking about what does that do to the other thing that is in the completely other direction. So it makes it stand out more and stuff like that. It's really good. And also, the guy who directs the scenes and stuff, like the framing and the music and the dialogue, everything's just on point. Also, I think this might be the last match, because like we've been going on for 4 hours.
That's cool.
But I think that maybe during this vacation I'm going to take this online now, because I'm a little more confident in it now.
Well, I would say this: you probably want to get some more practice before you do, because just about everyone playing right now is really fucking good. Oh, shit. I mean, this game has a very devoted player base. You at least want to get some good max mode combos down that you could do by heart, and I think you'll be ready. Shit. You ready for online? Oh fuck.
Ah, fuck! Well, you finished it in style. And thus, geese, Howard died.
We could all go have lunch at the Krusty Carb now.
You're all free now.
Go see Mr. Carbs.
Well, Cody, I would like to thank you so much for joining me in.
Yes, it was fun on the bun. We should do this again. I am free any Monday or Thursday, so if you ever want to do this again, just hit me up for then.
I most definitely will. And do you have anything to say to the people in the stream who do not know you? Like a last little shill to where they can find you and your stuff?
Yes. If you want to see anime podcast shock jockery, I'm on the podcast The Other Side on Anime Outsiders, and I basically run Anime Outsiders. We got that good shit. It's the only anime site you need. Fuck all those other places, they're dumb. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/animeoutsiders. And check out my comic, because I proclaim its dopeness. Even though Riser hasn't even reviewed it yet, I am so confident, because I'm treating his review like a report card. I am confident I'm gonna get A's. I'm gonna get so many A's, maybe not straight A's, but it's always room to improve. Put A's. Cloud Scratcher at cloudscratcher.com, and follow it at twitter.com/cloud_scratcher, because someone beat me to the whole one word thing. cloudscratcher.com. It is dope, especially if you want some fucking adventure and you're tired of all the anthropomorphic people being the same couple animals fucking each other. Let's just get some high-flying fucking adventure without all this goddamn tits shit. Get on that shit. It's dope.
It's dope.
Anime Outsiders is dope. This stream was dope. Riser's dope. Webcomic Relief, go watch his thing. That's also dope. That fucking gag from the Yowie High with the kazoo thing still fucking kills me.
I wish I came up with that on my own.
It's a good one. There's just good things everywhere. We have good comics for you. We have good podcasts for you. We have good review things for you. People, you are truly blessed. If you are in this stream right now, for you have been blessed with 2 people that are giving you good shit in truckloads. Go watch Webcomic Relief, and then when you've watched them all, go listen to the other side, and then between that, go read Cloud Scratcher, and you're going to have a good day. I guarantee it. I put my money on that. And if I could just, one last thing.
By all means.
I feel like anytime I gotta do something like this, I gotta shill a little music. I always did, like, when I was on a regular guest podcast for the A3K Anime 3000 podcast when they had me on, I always do album of the week, stuff like that. I always like shill a little music. So I'm gonna shill a little music real quick to y'all people. I told Riser about this guy, so y'all check out. He's one of the greatest musicians alive, a fellow by the name of Devin Townsend. If you haven't heard him by now, go check him out. Just released an album called Transcendence. If you want to know why he's awesome, I got a song that he did. I guarantee, I will put money on this, that every single person listening to the stream or listening to the recording of this will have their sphincter blown out of their ass by this song, and then we'll download his entire discography. It's a little song called Offer Your Light. Go listen to that shit. If you like that shit, which you will, go check him out. So there's your sort of Cody's own Riser stream, throws you a music recommendation. Devin Townsend. Check out the song Offer Your Light. If you like it, which I know you will, check out his stuff. He's one of the greatest musicians, one of the great musical geniuses, one of the greatest musicians alive. You're gonna love it. And that's my shit.
There you go!